Welcome back, MTG Joe here. We're live on YouTube again. We are doing our runs of the Timeless Metagame Challenge. So we had standard metagame last week. I got 30 packs free with the 7 wins with mono red. Today we're going to try out a couple different decks, see if we get those 30 packs. So how it works is you pay 2,000 gold. If you lose, you get 500 back. So really, you're paying 1,500 gold for the chance to play. You're allowed 0 losses. Once you lose, you're out. But each win you get, you progressively get more and more. Your kind of rough break even is 2 wins where you kind of net out 500 gold of value. At 3 wins, you're up 3 packs, and then the elusive 7 wins gets you 5,000 gold, so 2.5 times your entry fee plus 30 packs. Now note, this is all Khans of Tarkir. I was hoping they did a variety of them. There's not really many cards I want left in this set, so we'll see how many runs we'll do of this. But it is fun to kind of try it out. And at the very least, we'll get some feel of like what decks are doing well for folks, and we'll kind of give that a shot. So we're going to start today with a Rakdos Death Shadow list. So this is a Scourge Death Shadow list from one of my internet friends, Maffi. So we've been chatting a bit about this. So there's been Grixis, there's been Jund, this one's straight Rakdos. So we have Death Shadow, which power is 13, so it's a 13 for 1 mana, great stats, but has the condition that it gets minus XX, where X is your life total. So you kind of want to hurt yourself. So you do that pretty easily with just shock fetch shock, ways like that, your opponent hitting you. You also have Scourge of the Skyclaves, very similar idea. So its power is equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players. So you have that kind of avenue. It could also be kicked, where if it kicks, each player loses half their life total. We're probably not going to kick it. It's 7 mana. And in this deck, we are probably playing 20 lands. So likely not getting kicked in this particular deck. The rest of the deck, we have a lot of powerful Rakdos cards. We have the Bauble, Dragon Rage Chandler package that enables Delirium, Deathrite Shaman to ramp us. This one's also got Stalactite Stalker. 1 mana, 1/1 menace. Beginning your end step, if you descended this turn, so a permanent is put into your graveyard, it gets a counter on it. You can descend with like baubles, your fetch lines, so there's a lot of ways to enable it. And then the Stalker itself can be sacrificed as a form of removal as well. So kind of cool interaction like that. Some Thought Seizes also hits our life total, which is good. The Lightning Bolts in here is removal with Unholy Heat, so 6 pieces of main board removal. We have Orcish Bowmasters, removal, just kind of ping, hit your opponent. Bloodghast, another cool card. And this one here is gonna be able to come back repeatedly. You have fetch lands. It also plays very nicely with Inti, so we can discard the Bloodghast and then get it back. Notably, Inti can give trample to our Death Shadows and our Scourges. So I want to see how that plays. Some card advantage, similarly with Kroxa. Mount Doom in the mana base, as well as Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Den of the Bugbear. So the sideboard, when we go to it, we have Fatal Pushes as removal, Haywire Might, Artifact Enchantment Hate. We play 1 green source in the mana base in Overgrown Tomb. That works with the Deathrite Shaman, but also can activate the Might. Unlicensed Hearse for Graveyard Hate, Grafdigger's Cage in here for the kind of tutor decks. Anything that's looking to do, for example, Natural Order, any sort of graveyard combo, stuff of that nature. Roiling Vortex for the more controlling matchups. It's harder to deal with if they don't have like anything with like sweepers, heavy removal, stuff of that nature. Molten Collapse to deal with planeswalkers and then just bigger things. And then the tech that I've been using in mono red, or in like the Jund Burn deck, is Rampaging Ferocidon. So it's very good against Field of the Dead. It's good against the Yawgmoth decks at times because you can shut off the life gain. It's just a different angle of attack. The one card we may want is Pithing Needle. And I think I'm just going to make the decision. I think I'd get more utility out of Pithing Needle than the Haywire Might, so I want to give it like that. Needle's good to name like Necropotence or Planeswalkers, stuff of that nature. So we'll give this one a shot and see how it goes. Deceased Avocado says, my Gruul aggro deck kind of in Eden, performing better than my Winota Explosion decks. Nice. Did you do a run with it at all? Or is it just the ladder? So we will give this a shot. Let's see how this does. Depending from where we go, we have like the Jund Burn deck. There's a Merfolk list from Doomwake that looked pretty fun. We have mono black control, so a couple different decks we can try out today. We will submit. Locked, cocked, and loaded. So while we wait for our first opponent, you'll see in the top right-hand corner, we're trying to hit 15,000 subs on the YouTube channel. We're at 11,580. Subbing on YouTube is free, helps out channel. Similarly, if you are subbed, likes and comments, as always, go a long way. They don't cost you anything, and they do help support things. So we are playing Shogunai. From watching today, like some other folks playing, it's like some people bringing standard decks, and then there's whatever's happening in this format. So I think we keep this. So the problem is we can't cast this on 2. And this has to get in an attack, so... And then this comes in tap, so we can't, like, shock. Maybe we do. Keep shock. Let's try. Opponent's very impatient off the bat. Love to see it. So basic swamp could be... Do I want the green mana preemptively? I already have the other red in hand, so probably. I just want to get this out of Bowmaster range. This could be mono black control, could be that they just let on the basic. Inti's pretty sweet here. So we'll attack. We're going to discard the Bloodghast. We're going to put the counter on Bowmaster. We get Bauble here. We'll put Bauble in the yard. Bauble our opponent here. Bane deck. So that's an interesting one there. So now we get the land, we get this Bloodghast back, and we get to draw a card. So now this is a 5/5, which is nice. And we're getting closer to this as well. Okay, so budget deck from the opponent, it looks like. I think here we push in. If they want to block the Inti, they can. Gonna get rid of Death right here, I think. Yeah, that's actually really good. Don't want any more lands here. Did I say Ben of the Bugbear? Yes. Constructed All-Star Ben of the Bugbear. I'm going to hold this line for now. Either we'll discard it with Inti, or if they have removal, they can play it. The Necro decks are kind of tough if they get like turn 1 Necro. So Feign Death is just like a... When it dies, you get it back. So this just looks like a starter deck. This is what's happening with some of the decks. You're getting people playing like their standard starter. Okay, so hitting our Bloodghast is nice there. So in this matchup, we're probably going to want Fatal Push. And probably Molten Collapse, maybe? I think we just take out the Thoughtseize. And Croxa seems good. Maybe not even Collapse, just play it like that. It was a good demo, at least, of what the deck can do. We didn't have like the fastest DRC starts, but on the play, 1-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop, Inti. Inti's looking really sweet in this deck, just kind of fueling us. Weird, the screen looks foggy. This hand's fine. Warlock class. So let's see what you have. Kaya's Ghost Farm. Let's see what we have. Deathrite Shaman. No fetch land, unfortunately, just yet, but we're drawing 2 off this. So Warlock class can let them draw 2 cards. Or put 1 into your hand. So Blood Chief's coming down here. I think this turn we just do this. Not hitting the line's a little annoying. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses a life. So they would get it back next turn, which is kind of annoying. We would lose a life, but we can get it back. I think we... just do this. Because if I could get shadows going, it's fine. They get to draft something here. We had a line drop, it's obviously a little bit better, but... I think here we just pass. Because they'll probably attack in here, and then I can just eat it. Alright, no attack there is an interesting one. Okay, so we did hit the land, which is nice here. The scourge is still tiny, so I don't particularly want to use it just yet. We'll just pass the turn here. If they attack, which they're kind of incentivized with Sanctum Seeker, I'll block, it enables Revolt, and then I can Fatal Push. If they kill any of my stuff, I also have Fatal Push up. Sure. So hopefully they put a land in the graveyard. It'll give me access to that. Okay, so we have some ramp if we need it with Deathrite. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay, so we'll kill that. So they'll get a effect here. So I can do this, I can stalker. Hey Francesco, how's it going? Could get that back. I could get Luris to hand. I think what we're gonna do here is drain them. And just play out the Skyclave here. I have Fatal Push in my yard. Interesting. They chose that over the Sanctum Seeker. Okay, so we can kind of use this to our advantage, but we have to be mindful because they gain life. So here, I can play 3 things, lose 3 life. So kind of cool interaction there. So we have to be mindful though, because they're going to gain life. Have you had any more luck with Overcooked, Francesca? Okay, so this will die. They'll get another effect here. And then I think it's just Luris to hand, play the land, get back the Bloodghast here. I know Maffi was working on the Overcooked list. This one's his Death Shadow list. This Cursebound Witch has come back like 8 times, it feels. Oh, that's a scary one. So I can make these bigger. So it's kind of funny. I can make them bigger, which makes my Scourge smaller, but they... Oh, nice job. For those just swinging by, we just got 1-0. We are playing a version of Rakdos Death Shadow. You're using like Inti to give trample. We got some Bloodghast in here. We took down budgety mono black aggro. Continue on. I think the goal is if we could get 3-4 wins each time, you pretty much make back, you get some packs back. Ideally, we get some mythic wildcards so I can try out some new decks. Okay, so opponent goes first. That's cheating. Yeah, the Tainted Pack deck's a little tough. Probably keep this one. Opponent goes first, see what they're on. Blue. Think in the dark. We'll do this. I'm not sure what they're on just yet. Because next turn I can shock DRC and Thoughtseize. Lorien revealed. I was trying out that Sorin deck. It didn't work out well for me. Double island. So from anywhere. So I'm leading with DRC. We get the counter spell out of them. Ooh, they are mill. So Tasha's is kind of scary. Our curve's pretty low. So I think we get rid of the Tashas here. Miss Min was playing mill earlier in the week. So it's like a turbo mill. The problem is with this, because our curve's so low, it's going to take out like a third of our deck. Whereas like if they just mill us like naturally with this, we have Croxa. This also exiles, which is worse. Okay, so you're building yours a little bit different. I did mine Dark Ritual into Sorin. So they might just steal my Stalker this turn. See what they do here. Just gonna kill that, I think. The reason being, it can start pressuring me a bit. It's better just to take him off it. Next turn, I can shock fetch. So we'll see if they're able to break parity. We know that they're mill now. Like the first few turns, I wasn't sure what they were on. So it would change like the way we want to approach the matchup itself. We're likely going to see from them... We haven't seen black, so I don't know if they're on Drown in the Lock yet. But like Roiling Vortex can be good. Okay, so they found the Laughter. This takes out a huge chunk. So this is what I was worried about. Like here they took out... Just like... They hit my Croxa. They hit my other Bloodcast. They hit so much of my deck. Still the Overgrown. So, we'll see. We're probably lost this one. Yeah, this is Maffi's list. I'm not going to play out the Bauble because I don't want to draw cards here. Okay, so they could have Drown in the Lock now. Glimpse. Can you stop it, opponent? And Ashiok. Jeez. Five cards. I think we just need to try to pressure as much as possible. So what's left in my deck? I have a Bowmaster. Oh, this isn't even like updating. Ah, they got it. That's annoying. Talk about like great draws there. So I want the Vortex. I think I want Soul Guide just to deal Yeah, I might just play Unlicensed Hearse. It deals with their graveyard. I think we're going to get rid of the baubles. You know, in this matchup, I think I'm going to overboard a bit. Play like an extra 4 cards. The bolts are fine. They're probably... This is still broken. This is still broken. I don't want Fatal Push. I don't want Needle. Okay, we'll just play 64. At least I know I need a little bit more of an aggressive start. They didn't have Ashiok, maybe, but they had like... They had a very good draw. They also 20'd us with the Tashas. This hand's actually not going to do much, so we're going to ball again. Yeah, this hand's good. Actually not. Okay, well, looks like we're keeping. Do I care for lightning bolts? Yeah, the fetches are less my concern. I think we do this. Show me land. They're not blind? Multi-5's nonsense. The fact it's Unholy Heat is annoying. Okay, so they brainstorm. Weird that they go to second main before playing their land. They go Foundry here. So Cacophony is actually pretty good because it likely turns on Delirium. We are going to fetch now. Got a lot of lands in here. So I just threw this into the graveyard because if we hit a land, it's good. Okay, so Delirium's on. If we hit a land, it's fine. Unholy Heat's on. Tash is killing me. So it's probably ditch Unholy Heat. So I don't have lands left in my deck. I've overgrown. Oh, they just get to recast Tashas. So we probably lose. Like, perfect. So I have one. Is that my whole deck? So dumb! So dumb. Because, like, we had to fetch there, too, which was annoying. Okay. Let's try this one again. Like, you can't really do much in that matchup. Like, we're not really... Maybe I just get rid of Luris and add in, like, my whole sideboard. Just to try to keep a few. We also mulled to 5, so there's 2 more cards in the deck. But part of the problem is, like, you're getting... Like, baubles count for 0, but it mills you over. Alright, this hand's good. Overgrown farmland. We got forest. So Fate, it's your first loss and you're out. So if you get 7 wins before your loss, then you're out. But once you get 3 wins, you win back 1,500 and your money. So usually is okay. It's an interesting turn. So, like, I can go Inti. This might be angels, to which I'm a bit concerned. So maybe we start by seeing what they're playing. Okay, this is a weird deck. Let's get rid of that. Think here it's... I may want the Unholy Heat, so I'm gonna hold off. Yeah, if you asked me like 20 games, I wasn't gonna think mill. I also wasn't gonna think that this deck was gonna have Elvish Clangcaller and Solemnity or Sterling Grove. So it's a little weird because I want to attack. I think honestly if they trade both, I'm fine with it. Actually, they won't be able to trade both. Because now I get to play the Delta here. Yeah, like I can understand maybe Elvish Mystic, but like Soul Warden and the Mystics and the Clan Callers all seem a little weird. Unholy Heat might have more utility, so... Do I trade here? Probably not. Okay, so Inti into Inti. Our life total is getting a little low. That's annoying. I think it's... The reason it's a little different, I think, is just we're getting people trying out different decks. think we just put Luris to hand here. I have a basic mountain. We're hitting a lot of lands off the Stalker, which is kind of annoying. Well, that's a little scary. So here, they're just dead if I... No, because I take 4. So I have to block like this. I mean, weird elves almost got us in the end. So that's... lethal either way. Let him know we had it. Alright. We survived against really weird elves. The Overgrown Farmland, Breeding Pool, Field of Ruins, Sterling Grove elves. So in this matchup, I think we bring in the Fatal Pushes. We might want Ferocidon. Take out Luris. Probably take out Thoughtseize. Don't think we want Croxa, and I don't think we want Bloodghast in this matchup. Kind of run it like that. We shift out of the graveyard package. What are lands? I mean, you might be able to keep this, but... Alright, this hand looks good. Gonna put Scourge back in this matchup. We'll get Death right here. I think we just want to kill everything in this matchup. It's just like with your sideboarding, it's kind of like, okay, what do I want to hit against? So we saw like a bunch of elves that first game. If you kind of draw your parallels to like mono green elves and historic, stuff like that, Ferocidon's really good because they usually spam the board wide. Something like Sterling Grove, they didn't show me anything else, so I'm not really concerned with that. And I'm just thinking of things that don't necessarily block. Okay, well, they love their Soul Wardens. Rather you don't gain life. How does that sound? I'm gonna get the Overgrown Tomb here because I can start eating at their things and gaining life. Whew, only lands, only lands. 20 lands, but flooding hard. I'll play probably the Bloodstained and then hold this. See if they attack in here. Okay, we're kind of out of gas. Okay, really, deck. Deck, between you and me, I would be happy if we stopped drawing lines. That would be very cool. Because we have 2 in the yard too. I'm physically running out of lines. I think the way this game's going, we just need to keep our life total high. Yeah, that could be the case. Intruder alarm. Sterling Grove finds it. Okay, we got Bauble. Temple Garden on top. Show me a spell. So I think we're just killing that. I think we just gotta start pivoting here now. Yeah, well, we're too far from Shadow. They could Climb Caller again, but I can't really do much there. Honestly, though, even if I got Luris, like, I guess I can start recasting Bauble multiple times, but I think there's like 4 lines left in my deck. There's not 13 lines left in my deck. Take that. All right. 10. Inti. Inti, get rid of Shadow. Pretty happy with that trade, I think. Yeah, I didn't set the stop in time. Get him down a bit on life here. Okay, so I do think here... I actually think we... They might have, like, collected company here. I don't know. They could also fetch another one. Okay, we got Stalker, which isn't bad. Yeah, it's like so eager to draw you a card. All right, that's what I got. We're like 1,000% getting Sunfall, aren't we? This just feels like a deck that's gonna have Sunfall in it randomly. All right, cool. Cool. That was elves that I own in my collection. Just no mill. If we can avoid mill, I'm going to be a happy camper. If we hit mill, then I'm going to be sad. Alright, tomato soup. Hand is not gonna work. This hand is sick. I think we put Scourge back right now. I'm actually gonna start here by fetching. The reason being it gets us slightly closer to Delirium on turn 2. Hey Timorance, we went 1-1 in the first one. We lost to Mill where they Tasha Hideous Laughter at us for over 20 each time. We took down Cheesy Mono Black Agro. See if we hit Delirium here. Could be Bolt. And then we just took down like Bant Elves, question mark. They had Sterling Grove and Elves. Could have been Intruder Alarm. Veil of Summer. Well, we don't want the land. Classic Veil of Summer. They have Goyf, there's land, instant sorcery. I mean, Scourge is already a 5/5. I think I want the surveil value here. I'm gonna keep the land, because worst case I just Luris here. And then a creature in my yard turns on Delirium. Like, they're already at 10. Do you have the Bolt? Feels bad, man. Mainboard Veil of Summer. Into mainboard Blood Moon. Yeah, Marvel Snaps, it's fun as a toilet game, but I think beyond that, it's not that great, so probably just gonna go to the next one. Did not think we were getting mainboard Veil of Summer, so play that. Do I want the Unlicensers? Can't see their board. Probably not. They're on like you're never gonna play around mainboard Veil. I'm sorry, that's not a card you play around. Probably a Bowmaster deck, so we'll just get rid of a Bauble. They might be on Goyf. We have the pushes. Yeah, I spent like I was leveling up. I got Infinite with Blob, and then they nerfed it. Now I'm playing a Nihilus kind of junk deck. We'll see how this goes. We know they have the Blood Moon now, so we'll fetch around it. I don't think we... Like, in game 1... Like, I just don't think. They actually had it on curve. They played as a 2 of. All right. Hurt me, daddy. Inti's sweet. I like what the deck's doing. Okay, so we are gonna get a. Oh, I can't even get basic swamp with this. That's annoying. Okay, so they're gonna do that, get Inquisition. Inquisition will take my Bowmaster most likely. So this will enable Delirium at least. And then we just pray. If we had our fetches in the other way. I mean, do we keep Mount Doom? Probably not. I need to fetch around Blood Moon here. Battily pushed. Okay, so at least they're getting rid of the push. Okay, death rate's not bad. How's Joda in standard? I'm just gonna throw things out here. Like, I figure they have bow. They have freaking thing too. Bolt. I mean, if they have it, they have it. I can't do much about it. I'm gonna do this, so it lets me multi-spell. Jarcel. Bolt's my death, right? This one's just been frustrating. We had so many lands the first game. Okay, so I Thoughtseize. Probably Bowmaster. Fable's also annoying, but the Bowmaster's gonna pick my Stalactite. Probably dead anyways. Yeah, it feels like it's bad into like a Sunfall format. So they can't really attack in this turn. I guess they can attack in with the Orc army. Yeah, I feel that's probably the case with it. Stalker down. Gonna take the damage here. I mean, we just attack in, right? So if we attack in, we block. We go to 4. Because they have to block here. They don't block, they're dead. Alright, let's hope for the best. Hope for the best. If I could get Inti, it'd be good. I should have got a basic. Oh, I can get Croxa back. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You got one draw. What you get? What you get? I think Joda's probably a little bit better in Alchemy because you get some of the like Lord of the Rings legendaries that always seem good. Boromir and stuff. I mean, if we got a single spell this game, it goes so far. Yeah, I play a lot of Marvel Snap, just like it's my toilet game, or just when you're on the couch at night. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't block with Fable there. Only because it gives them another recast off Jarsoul for some value. We definitely, if we go to game 3, want to bring in our Graveyard Hate. I got Infinite in Marvel Snap with Blob before, and now I'm playing a Nihilus, like, give you bad cards. I held the land here because the land doesn't actually do anything, and this might telegraph that I have something. doing this just to be safe. Okay. Hey, Carlo. Doing well. This is game 3. Sorry, match 2, game 3 against Jund. So I think we're bringing in the Graveyard Hate. Bloodghast's interesting, but I don't think we want it. I think we trim down the Thoughtseize, maybe. They do have Bowmasters, so like the Bobble's a little susceptible. Maybe just Molten Collapse, because it's like another removal spell. Bloodghast keeps coming back, which is good. They haven't shown Deathrite Shaman. I would imagine they're on it. It does get picked off by Bowmaster, which is a little worse. So maybe we just keep the Collapse in. How are you doing, Carla? Decaetano. Opponent goes first. Keep. So I can Fatal Push here. Or I can Unholy Heat. I think in the dark, because I want this to fetch a swamp if possible, but I actually need the mountains, so... So this will get that. I can just push this. So maybe I should have just led with the Overgrown Tomb push. I think we're just Unholy Heating here. So they do have their basic. I think we're just passing this turn. I'm gonna fetch basic here. Maybe should have... Okay, so they have Bowmaster on top. I should have played Dragon Rage and then bobbled. I also should have waited. We get less info this way. No, we played first round, we lost to Mill, where Tasha's Hideous Laughter destroys this deck. It mills like 22 cards in a shot. So I can take a chance here and push to try to hit Delirium. But if it fails, then I'm down. I also don't have an out if they have Jarsil to follow up with. They have, you know... I think we try. No! Punished. We took a chance there. It was a bit of a gamble. They just have another Bowmaster? Oh, we were just drawing tons of land. Yeah, my background's Italian as well, Francesca. Okay, so they bolt here. I think we just do this, try to get Death Shadow going. Obviously, it can die to Bolt, but we've seen a Bolt, we've seen that. We gotta try to dodge Jarsil. But I'm liking our hand otherwise. Got him. Got him! Beaut. Alright, on the board. 2-0. Actually, do I have the... Let me see if I can do record. First run 1-1, current 2-0. All right, let's do it like that. The thing that I've noticed, I don't know if it's coincidental, and maybe anyone in chat. So if I play during the day, Eastern, like Canadian time, like early afternoon, my win rate's lower than if I play in the evening, which would be like late European time, early West Coast time. I find at night I have a higher win rate. I don't know who I'm getting paired up with or what, if it's just all coincidental. Keep. I think we lead on Thoughtseize. Nope. We kill that first. Voice of Resurgence in my... I don't know what they're on yet. They're not on Blood Moon, so we'll shock one more time. Might be wrong. Amalia combo. Okay, well, Amalia can go away. All right, so we just gotta get them after dinner. Like, they have a big dinner, they're a little tired. Okay, so this is them trying to bait me here. So they're gonna flash in Bowmaster here. Think we keep another Death Shadow on top? Another Bow or Wild Growth. Cool. Can you beat a 5/5? There's a lot of really good European players. I'm just curious, like, why that happens all the time. Because, like, most of the time I do my Mythic runs, I do it at night. Okay, so we have Shadow here. So the thing is, this gets fairly large, which I'm a little concerned with. This is a 9/9. That only gets bigger. Because if I kill this, then they get the big token. Could take them off Coco, which could work. Because I don't want to kill this just yet. Let's play out Scourge here. Probably was right just to give him wild growth there. Well, Inti is sick here. Do I want Inti this turn or set up for next turn? It's probably set up for next turn. Because then Inti just gets trample. They're on Luris, so they won't have Skyclave Apparition, which is like the one card I'm concerned with. Got him! Alright, so Bloodghast doesn't do much here. We definitely want Ferocidons in this matchup. Get rid of Luris, play the Fatal Push. So sometime we can play Cage here. So I think we play it like this. We can take out a couple copies of Bauble because they're Luris. Take out the Croxa. Take out the Thoughtseize. Play it like that. Because it shuts off the life gain combo. And then we have like Unholy Heats. We have just a bunch of removal in here. The Bowmasters, the Inties, kind of all mixed in. I think we run it like that, see how it plays out. I'm liking this deck. It's cool. So we don't have any removal on this deck in this hand, so I think we mulligan. I think we keep this. Stalactite on 1, half push up on 2. Yeah, Croxa comes out, I think. I don't want to give him mana this turn, so I think we do this. Okay. Especially with the combo like set up for next turn. They can have Coco here. Cool. It did win us that game. Like, the game against John, Croxa was the card that won us. Okay, so they did find Fatal Push on top. They haven't found the fetch land yet, which is good. I'll kill Amalia here. So I'm going to do this now. The reason being is they... Oh no, they do have black mana up. Okay, let's see if they see it. They do have Revolt up. I shouldn't have fetched there. Okay. I think we're still okay. That was a slight mistake, but I have Stalker that I can use as removal if needed. My Death Shadow is getting fairly large. Get Lurse to hand. I actually think I need to kill Death right here. Mind you, there's no lands in the yard yet. Because what do they get right now? They get Innkeeper. They can't get Innkeeper. If they hit a land, then they can get Thing. So I can actually just kill Lurrus, though, which is probably best. Have to be mindful. The Dina is going to be annoying. They explore. Coco's bad. Okay, we got another Shadow. Needed a removal spell. The problem is this is going to kill me. Like, they have everything in the combo. Yeah, they got it. That's annoying. Do I want Vortex as well? They showed the Fatal Push. Yeah, we know they have Push, so we have to be mindful of enabling it. If we didn't fetch that turn. Okay, sounds good. I think we just put Scourge back for now. Start on death, right? I can play out my whole hand next turn, which is nice. Yep, Knife Warden. Inti will also be nice as a follow-up play. Okay, so I think we do this. Yeah, gain your life. Do this. Yes, please. I would love a Bowmaster for Christmas. Just taking Soul Warden off will be pretty big. Do this on their turn. I don't think they're gonna mana tithe us. If they mana tithe us, I'm just gonna... okay, well... punished. Should have done it obviously then. And they got the Fatal Push on top. Hate to see it. And they found Piseju. Super annoying. Can't even cast Death Shadow here. This game's gone like downhill so quickly. So they can Piseju, but they're short of green, so they can't win this turn. So I have to try to find my guy instead. This one's frustrating. I misplayed this. They didn't show Veil of Summer. I should have done it. There was no upside to not doing it. I think here we just take it. They have their win on top. Alright. Ferocidon one time. Ferocidon one time. No! Hey, Dean. GG's if we did. Alright. That one didn't go so smoothly. Okay, well, we got a bit back. That was ours for the taking, and we punted it.